Good afternoon everybody, Colin here with iReviews.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing the K65 RGB from Corsair. This review is being done with the keyboard hooked up to a Mac Pro to be specific, 2012 version. So just before the trash can style came out. But if you ask Corsair, this keyboard will not work on a Mac. But I'm here to show you otherwise. Now the reason I don't have any video lighting on in this video is because I am obviously showing you a lighted keyboard and what it can do. So this is one of the modes. I made this. It goes up at a 90-degree angle, as you can see. But I have a blue one, I have a green one, I have a red one. I have an up and down. I think that's going down. You can see if you follow the red line, it goes down. But you can do it to go up. I have a wave going across. A pinwheel, you can see it kind of spinning. If you follow one color, you can tell what direction it's going. That came on the computer, or on the keyboard, it goes that way. Now that's not actually off. That is a wave when you tap a key. I created that one myself, or set up how it works. So you can see it goes from wherever you tap. Now, as I said, this isn't supposed to work on a Mac, but thanks to somebody who made a program called CKB, which you can install on your Mac, the lighting effects do work, and you can customize the lighting effects and the key commands on that program on a Mac, and the keyboard will work just fine, as far as I can tell, the same way it does on Windows. So if you want to purchase this keyboard, or you're looking at this keyboard or looking to purchase one but you have a Mac or want to use it on a Mac, I recommend checking out my previous video. It's the one before this one, or just search Corsair keyboard or K65 on my channel and you'll see the review of the program. But this is a review of the keyboard. I have the K70, I think I have a video of that on my channel also. This is the same keyboard. The only difference in the K65 is it doesn't have the number pad. It has this section here with the full arrow keys and the insert and home and page up and page down. It just doesn't have the arrow or the number pad. It doesn't have the scroll wheel or the volume wheel. It has buttons and a mute button. The mute button is right here. It's not illuminated, as you can see, but if I mute it, if I mute my computer, you can see it light up. You don't have to mute it on the keyboard for the volume button to light up, or if you unmute it on your computer, it will still go out. So that's pretty cool. The light will work with no matter where you control a volume from, as long as it's the actual computer volume. You have your brightness, so that will turn it off, so you can see it doesn't do anything. You have low, medium, and high. You have a Windows lock key right here, which will match the color when you light it up. With this Mac program, the caps lock light actually does work. It didn't do that on my K70. It doesn't look like the scroll lock light works. I don't think Macs exactly use scroll lock, so that's probably why, but caps lock will work. And of course there's no number pad light because it doesn't have a number pad. But everything else on the keyboard functions the same. There is no USB pass-through on this one because it needs a USB cable for the lighting processor and it needs a USB cable for the keyboard itself. There is a BIOS function switch on the back. Right here on the back of it. There's also a firmware reset button, which it says you should not use unless instructed to do so by Corsair. But that resets the BIOS, or not the BIOS, the firmware. You can also update the firmware with the Mac program. That will work. I think I mentioned that in my video yesterday. But that is the Corsair K65 mechanical keyboard with MX cherry red key switches. I think you can get it in brown too, I'm not entirely sure, but this model is only sold at Best Buy and BestBuy.com, so if you're looking for that, you can find it at Best Buy. They do make a K70 with the number pad that has the lighting effects, but I don't think Best Buy had it in store when I was there. They also have a K95 which has the number pad and macro keys, but this is the K65. You can see it does work on a Mac if you have the right program. I did get it to work, unlike what Corsair said and it wouldn't work, but it does definitely work. It works well. I did have the program crash once, which the lighting effect just froze on the keyboard. The keys still worked. Even without the program, the keyboard itself will work. It'll just be the lights will be off. But that is the K65, as I said. I will put a link to it. Actually, no, I won't put a link to it down in the description because I'm not going to put a link to Best Buy. But you can find it at Best Buy or at your local Best Buy. Check Amazon. I don't think it's on there because it says exclusively at Best Buy. So I'm just going to keep it that way. But this has been Colin with iReviews.com reviewing the K65 keyboard. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a great day.